Hello, everybody. It is Our Lady of Vibes Tarot back with another vibe for you. We're going to do a quick spread. It's going to be a 5-card spread, quick tarot read, guidance, general collective guidance, whatever comes out. I hope it resonates. If it doesn't resonate, I can't do anything about that. But there's a message out there for someone. So let's get to it. We're getting to the, like I said, a 5-card spread. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Our Lady of Vibes Tarot. You already know. How are you? Hope you're being blessed. All right. So we're going to start off just, in-depth, detailed look at a present, past, and immediate future. And we'll be able to just get some insight on a distant past and far into the future, okay? So let's begin with, we're going to do the present card right here. I'm going to pull from different decks. Present card. Ooh, a hermit. The present card is the hermit. Okay. So sorry, the lighting's weird. Anyway, you're gonna have to deal with it. Present card is the hermit. Past is the. Let's get a past card. They don't do reversals. You already know strength. And the distance path. We're gonna do a present, actually immediate future. Frick that. We'll do it in that way. So this way it's less easier to read. Immediate future is bam, 8 of Cups. All right, I'm gonna get over here and we're gonna grab a distant past. And we're gonna grab a distant future. Bam. Sounds cool. All right, let's see these cards in full depth. So for the present, we have the Hermit. Loneliness, unattached, soul-searching, time needed, or time alone. Excuse me. Something's telling me right now, you're either on a spiritual, you could be on a spiritual journey, but you also can be just taking your time out for yourself. So then again, staying inside a little longer, the seasonal affective disorder, even sometimes it's just you want to be inside, but you can also be affected by the seasons as well. I also think that you're just on a spiritual journey, thinking things through, because that's what the hermit is. He's on a spiritual journey. It's not always bad, but sometimes being inside too much, thinking about the wrong things, can lead to something unique. But at the same time, taking time to reflect, it can lead to things that aren't, sometimes you overthink and make decisions, but at the same time, this is for taking time to reflect on certain things because you may need to. Okay. Gal, that's chocolate gingerbread cookie in my nails, just so you know. Because I just saw it. I was eating 3 cookies before I came through. Okay. So, in the past... Oh, okay. Okay, I see what's going on. Perhaps, so this is a distant past. This was a rest, relaxation, meditation, renewal, solitude to gather your thoughts, recuperation, retreat, sanctuary, self-protection, peace. Perhaps, with the 4 of Swords, within this rest, you found strength. Okay? This was the distant past, this is the past, this is the present. So you took time off. Could be from work, could be emotionally. I feel like maybe you weren't ready to act on things. You know what I mean? Maybe you were exhausted. You were burnt out about whatever you were doing. They expected you to have the strength. You managed to get the strength to get out. You know what I mean? It's like you got the strength. And then you're like, now I can really focus. Okay? You had you just were too tired to focus on things and you were exhausted. Somehow you built the strength. It became maybe, see with this 4 of Swords. Yeah, I think you just needed to get away from everybody. That goes back to the hermit. Sometimes it takes strength to do that because you may have to leave people behind. You may have to have, you know what I mean? The 8 of Cups. You may have to leave people behind and stuff. And you had to go on to other teamwork. But I feel like you're taking the time to be a little to yourself, because maybe you feel like the people, not the people, but just like you yourself was making. I don't see a lot of people unless it's just here at the distant future. The distant future is collaboration, teamwork, skills, shared goals, work and learning, pooling energy. Okay, it's not competition, it's not disharmony, it's not misalignment. It's none of those things. Okay, it's not a lack of teamwork. It's a good thing. So we're going from something. Maybe you didn't have a lot of teamwork and you had to do it on your own. Whatever this was, I feel like it's emotional, honestly. I don't see any money out here like that. So this is a rest, relaxation, meditation. Maybe you went to a sanctuary. It says sanctuary. Even if you went to rehab, let's say, or like a medical, sometimes you have to go to places to rest and relax. It doesn't have to necessarily be a mental health illness thing. It doesn't have to be that you had to go to a doctor or therapy. Sometimes it is. Maybe you just needed rest from everything you were doing. You even it was a recuperation and a rest, and you're part of just the part of life where you weren't doing as much. You weren't working as much. You weren't going to school as much or whatever. You just, you know what I mean? Or maybe you were doing too much and you needed to. But you found the strength. I feel like you found the strength to stop being needing to get away. You feel the need to get away from people. And I feel like you just found the strength to do it, to go and finally do it. You're like, I was just around. It's like, these people again. You're kind of bored with the situation. You need to just, you know what I mean? That was what it was. And I feel like you got walked away from something that just wasn't, I don't know if it wasn't serving you. I just feel like you just needed more. And you looked inside to find out what that was. All right. So it says 8 of Cups here. That would be, I don't see any pentacles really out here. It says money problems, though, turning your back and walking away, knowing nothing more can be done. So that's what it was. It was more like, so the hermit, even that, you're walking away from the hermit. You see, this idea of chilling by yourself and being a little lonely and finding, you almost found your strength to go out a bit, because you're leaving that behind. You're turning your back on maybe boredom. You're turning your back on things that you didn't like being around, perhaps. It just took too much strength, too much time. I feel like this was a bad habit, even like rehab, or I feel like maybe there was a mental health crisis. Nothing bad, but you needed a break because you didn't want to go crazy a little bit. You needed recuperation. You were working too much. Something was taking a toll on you emotionally. And so, but I feel like after a while, it's just like you figured out how to get the strength from this recuperation to go inward and walk away from something that wasn't serving you. Even though I feel like you've always had this, you just figured out how to use it. Okay. And, okay, my camera cut off, but whatever you're walking away to is, the collaboration, teamwork, skills, shared goals. Okay. I think you're walking away to just better people. I feel like you're going to walk off into you might even have a better time not being by yourself and hanging out with more people than you think. You're walking away from this introverted feeling and you're becoming more extroverted, and it's actually a really good thing. You're turning your back on old habits. It's like I'm revealing this gray cloak I took off of me and I put on some red passionate cloak because I'm ready to move on from whatever was holding me back, whatever emotional thing or spiritual journey that you were taking on your own, basically. And you found the strength in doing it, or just you found strength from someone to move on. But I feel like it was yourself. So I feel like you're moving on to just better celebration, but people, just a party. It says party, but I feel like you're going to even have flings, even good times with good times sexually, good times, just going out, being more extroverted. So you're going from an introvert to an extrovert, okay? And I feel like you're doing this with wisdom. You're I didn't know how to hang out before. I didn't know how to make friends before. I don't know how to, but I thought about it, and guess what? I'm just going to be me, and I think this is going to lead to a lot of good times, but it also, making new friends sometimes. Making new friends, sometimes you just got to feel them out. Sometimes you make a couple of jerk friends, but I think you'll be able to deal with it. But I think a lot of times, I think you'll be finding more dating and more of just everything. And see, I see the pentacles, so that's like money. So I think even having the strength to go and accomplish something you wanted to, going off to get that a job, or just like after a period of not working at all or not doing what, just sometimes depression keeps people from working. Sometimes other things keep people from just going out there and getting what they're supposed to do. I feel like now you have the strength to do that, and you're going to have way more fun than you think about it. And you've thought about it. You're like, why didn't I do this before? But now you have knowledge to take with you. Now you're, like I said, more extroverted, good times ahead. Okay, let's go into a little, let's pull a couple of clarifiers, okay? So I'm going to pull the clarifier on the Hermit right here. Ambitious, fast-thinking, success-driven, assertive, direct, and patient, intellectual, daring, focused, perfection. So this is the Knight of Swords. Okay, let's see what else. Let's clarify Knight of Swords again. Let's see what happened to the Knight of Swords. The Sun. Yeah, I feel like you took time to think. Maybe even someone told you you're better than that there's greatness coming for you. Okay? Even if you did, let's say, your own shadow work, you know, even if you went to therapy, you were told you're better than that. And I think that you felt like this is now about to that brought you strength, the Sun, new things coming, because just from taking that retreat, from going in, you literally did this on your own for the most part. It feels like you did this on your own. Even if you were in a school, institution, therapy, just chilling in your own bedroom, hanging out but to yourself, focusing on yourself. It's just, now it's made so that you say, I think I have the words. I know what I can do now, and I'm going to do it. I feel like taking this time made you stronger, smarter, more prepared, and you're ready for a bigger thing. You're ready to come out the dark and get into the sun. You're ready to walk away from this damn moon and this darkness even, so I feel like that helps you become a better person. Okay, let's go. Let's see the Three of Cups here. Okay, I'm going to read that reversed. So this is like, yeah, I think, see, so normally the Two of Cups be difficult, making decisions, weighing up your options, bunch of inner conflict. I feel like you have released yourself from any inner conflict, okay? And it's like, it's time to make a move. You have reached an impasse. It was a stalemate, deadlock, decision, conclusion to be had. So I don't know what that's about then, because I feel like maybe so when it comes to these people you're moving on to, perhaps, you're not sure about them always. You're just not sure about them. But I feel like you're okay with maybe you got out. Okay, how about this? When you're taking a walk onto your new things, make sure you walk towards people you're sure about. If you're not sure about these people, then you can always walk away. These are sometimes Three of Cards, like the three people together can be bad relationships. But like I said, you know better to not do that. Don't be naive. Okay, here's another one. Magician. Yeah, so when the Magician, you're in charge. I feel like you can make, this will take time to get here. Okay? You may not know exactly what you're going to do to get here. This will take time to get here. I think you're working on it. Sometimes the Magician's a little like, like, I don't know. But I feel like you can get out of this. The Two of Swords sometimes says, like, making a difficult decision, but I feel like you'll be in control of this. You might be in the making, in the party of getting a collaboration and making something happen. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to make a move to be ahead of these group of people. Like, you're going to be maybe in charge of something. But I don't think about being in charge. I feel like this group might work out for you. Let's get another on a Magician. Here we go. Six of Wands. Yeah, it's going to work out for you. So these are going to be, you're going to meet people. Maybe at first you're not sure about them because they're new types of people to hang out with. They're new types of people. You're extroverted, but you actually will be like a little bit of the life of the party. You will be able to make this work for you. In the Six of Wands, you'll be victorious in this. You'll be moving on. These people will celebrate you. Okay, stay away from anyone who's gossiping. Sometimes, when you're moving on to new things, you meet jerks that might gossip, but you'll get out of that and move on. Even when you're successful, sometimes 6 months is people behind you not saying good things, and you're successful. But I feel like in this time of moving and becoming from introverted to extroverted, you then are successful with meeting a group of people. And that'll make you way more happier than just being stuck inside. You know what I mean? With your own little staff here by yourself, using it to support you. You'll be like, yeah, man. You'll be using it to celebrate. Whatever you learned, you'll be using it to celebrate and make better choices with who you hang out with. Okay, one more on the, let's see what happened. Let's get an overall advice card. That's what we're going to do. Overall advice card from the middle of this deck. Yeah, you got to move on, okay? Maybe you're traveling, okay? But you're going to calmer waters. I feel like I said, I feel like at some point, let's look here, too. Yeah, you want to travel on to more money, a better situation. Even not even just more money. You went from traveling on to, like I said, you went from something difficult and you're moving on from it. You're going to something new, calmer waters. I feel like emotionally it wasn't good for you at some point, and now you're deciding to move on with what you've learned. And I think that what happens is that when you move on, okay, again, sorry, I'm running out of storage. So I pulled this out, okay, because it stopped recording. So what I think is you move on to something better for you. You move on. Well, we'll go back to, you move on to making money. Not only that, but it's because you stand up for yourself and you know how to do what you need to do now, that it leads to just a more balanced situation with your money, more balanced situation with people. It's like a raise in not just financial wealth, but in your own inner self. It's like you get a boost in your energy, a boost in your confidence as well. You're off to new things and you know that it's going to lead somewhere important. Okay. I pulled out another card, which was the Queen of Swords. And what I said was, I feel like you go from this Four of Swords again, where you needed rest and whatnot. Your Queen of Swords, you're chilling now. At some point you're going to be chilling. And you're going to be able to relax and hang around people and be like, look at me, I'm chilling this. You see that? She's just sitting there. But I also feel like you'll be able to stand up for yourself. You'll understand exactly what you need, and you'll start saying the right things to get what you need. Also, that you'll live in your truth. You're moving on to a raise in your confidence as well. So you can raise an emotional and just your own well-being, but it's more like, you're living your truth now. And that's what raises you up. That you get to finally go from the introvert to someone who lives in their truth. You get to not live a lie anymore. At some point in the future, you get to not live a lie. And it's straightly just it's just for getting away from past behavior, past people, whatever, even just your own emotional past, your own mental health past, whatever. And you're starting to listen to yourself now and tell your truth and live your truth. And I think that's an amazing thing, to go from introvert to extrovert and win. All right. I think that your own inner journey has made you more lively, made you a better person and lively. All right. I hope this helps you. You ever here with Our Lady of Vibes Tarot? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. This is going to take forever to edit because my phone kept cutting off. All right. Our storage is going crazy. I love you guys. Stay blessed and unstressed. And don't forget, you know what? Do you. You're always going to be the queen of something, the emperor, the empress, the king of something. You're always going to be in charge. Just look inside and do your best for yourself. All right. Bye. Love you. Enjoy. Like, subscribe, and share.